I invited it in without realizing that's what it was waiting for. It started normal, completely normal. I got home around 11:40 p.m., dropped my keys in the same ceramic bowl by the door, kicked off my shoes. The hallway light flickered once like it always does, then stayed on. I microwaved leftovers, ate standing at the counter, scrolled through my phone with one hand. Nothing felt off. Just another weekday night. I rinsed the plate and turned off the kitchen light. That's when I heard it. A soft knock. Not on the door. Not loud. From the window above the sink. Just once. I froze for a second. Waited. Nothing came after it. I checked the glass. Locked. Still. Probably the pipes. I went to bed. After that, it didn't happen the same way twice. 2 nights later, I heard the knock again. Same window. Softer. Like a fingertip instead of a knuckle. I was already standing there this time, washing a glass. The sound came from right in front of my face. My heart jumped so hard I felt it in my throat. I held my breath without meaning to. Listened. Nothing. The fridge stopped humming. The building pipes went quiet. Even the street noise outside dipped out for a few seconds. The silence felt packed. Heavy. When it came back, it was normal again. Like nothing had happened. Then it started shifting. One night, it wasn't the window. It was the hallway behind me. A small floorboard creak. Slow. Measured. I was on the couch. Lights on. TV playing. I muted it. The apartment went dead silent instantly. My chest tightened. I could feel my pulse in my ears. I didn't turn around right away. I didn't want to confirm anything. The air felt closer somehow, like the room had shrunk. Another night, I was in bed when it happened. No sound this time, just that awareness. Like someone standing near the doorway, not moving, just there. I kept my breathing slow on purpose, pretended to stay asleep. Every muscle in my body was locked. It stayed like that for a long minute. Then the pressure lifted, and it was gone again. Sleep changed first. I started waking up at the same time every night. 3:12 a.m. No alarm. No noise. Just my eyes opening like something nudged me from the inside. I'd lie there staring at the ceiling, heart already beating too fast. The room would feel tight, like the air wasn't moving. I told myself it was stress. Work had been bad. Too much screen time. Too much caffeine. That's what I kept repeating. But the nights felt stretched. I'd check my phone thinking an hour had passed. It would say 3:19. 7 minutes. It didn't make sense. Other times I'd close my eyes for what felt like seconds and wake up to sunlight. I started feeling tired in a way sleep didn't fix. Not dramatic, just drained. Heavy limbs. Dull headaches behind my eyes. My jaw would ache in the morning like I'd been clenching it all night. I began checking the window every evening. Twice, sometimes 3 times. I'd stand there with my hand on the lock longer than necessary. Listening. The apartment felt different after dark. Smaller. I caught myself glancing at corners of rooms for no reason. Pausing before turning off lights. Standing in doorways like I forgot what I came in for. One night I stayed at a friend's place. Didn't tell them why. Just said I didn't want to be alone. I still woke up at 3:12. Different room. Different building. Same feeling. That was the first time it hit me that whatever this was, it wasn't tied to the window. Or the hallway. It wasn't staying in that apartment. I gave in after a week of pretending it was nothing. Started searching at night. Lights off. Phone brightness low. Typing random things at first. Waking up same time every night. Knocking on window, no one there. Feeling watched in apartment. Most of it was junk. Sleep forums. Anxiety posts. Medical stuff. Then I found threads that felt different. Old ones. Buried deep. Half the accounts deleted. Titles that sounded too casual for what they described. People talking about open windows they swore they locked. About waking up at the same exact minute. about rooms going silent before something shifted closer. Different cities, different years, same details. Silence first, then proximity, then exhaustion. Some of them eventually said the word. Vampire. Not in a movie way, not dramatic, just matter of fact. Like they were labeling a pattern they didn't want to believe. They all said it escalates after acknowledgement, after interaction, after inviting it in somehow. What got me wasn't the name. It was how the threads stopped. No updates, no resolution. No, it went away. Just silence. And the pattern in every story didn't end well. Once I saw the pattern, it stopped feeling random. That's what made it worse. I live alone. Always have. I keep to myself. Late nights. Curtains half closed. Windows cracked for air. I talk to myself sometimes. Small comments out loud. Jokes. Complaints. That night in the kitchen when I said, "If someone's here, just show up." I remember laughing after. I don't laugh about it now. I started replaying everything. Every time I stood by the window too long. Every time I stared into a dark hallway instead of turning the light on. Every time I woke up at 3:12 and just listened. Maybe that counted as acknowledgement. Maybe attention is enough. I changed small things first. Stopped opening the windows at night. Kept lights on in the hallway. Moved the mirror in my bedroom so it didn't face the bed. I don't say things out loud anymore. Not jokes. Not challenges. Nothing that sounds like an invitation. I check reflections quickly now. Never too long. Just enough to confirm movement matches. Sometimes I test it. Small head tilt. Quick blink. Then I look away. I avoid standing in doorways. Avoid lingering in dark rooms. I don't mute the TV anymore. The silence feels too exposed. The strange part is how normal this started to feel. The checking, the listening, the controlled breathing at night. It became routine, built into my day. Fear used to spike. Now it just hums in the background. And sometimes I wonder if adjusting to it like this, making space for it in my habits, is exactly what it wanted. Because adapting feels closer than panic ever did. The mistake happened because I was tired of pretending. It was 3:12 again. I was already awake before the minute changed. Lying on my back. Room dark. Door slightly open. The silence hit first. Heavy. Total. Then that feeling near the doorway. Closer than usual. Not just presence. Position. Like it had stepped fully into the room. My heartbeat sped up, but I didn't move. I just stared at the dark outline of the door. And instead of ignoring it, instead of controlling my breathing and waiting it out, I said very clearly, "You can come in." I didn't whisper it, didn't shout it, just said it like a normal sentence. The air shifted instantly, not violently, not dramatic, just denser, nearer, like something adjusted its weight inside the room. My chest tightened, but I stayed still. And in that quiet second after the words left my mouth, I understood I had crossed something that wouldn't uncross. Time feels wrong now. Some days move too fast. I'll blink and it's dark outside. Other nights stretch forever. I'll check the clock at 3:12 and swear I've been awake for hours, but it's only been minutes. I don't react anymore when I wake up. I just lie there, breathing slow, listening. The room always feels occupied now. Not intense, not dramatic, just shared. Like I stopped living alone and never acknowledged the new roommate. I don't say anything out loud anymore. I don't need to. The fear isn't sharp. It's dull, settled, familiar. What bothers me isn't whether it's there. It's that part of me has adjusted to it, made space for it. And sometimes, when I'm half asleep and the room is completely still, I realize I'm not waiting for it to leave anymore. I'm waiting for it to move closer.